Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reorganizing and updating my ateez collection just because it needed it, and also I've made just a few changes with the recent comebacks and stuff like that. I've decided to sleeve all of my ateez cards in white sleeves to protect them, and also they kept falling out and I can't have that happening because they're gonna get hurt. Really, they're going to like get damaged and such, so I thought I'll sleeve them. And also my Japan photos came in, and also I'm just making a couple changes, so I just thought I'd film the process since I've got no real ideas for videos coming up since my collection hasn't changed too much and I'm broke, so I can't do hauls. So we're just gonna start with episode 1. And also, we're at my desk today because I found a way to film here. Episode 1. I've decided again to separate ateez from my other groups just because the speed that they're releasing things just warrants them having their own folder, because they're just filling up any other folder I put them in with, and then there's sort of no point in putting them in there. They're just gonna fill it up, so just put them in their own one. Also, I have this really cute decal whatever coming from, I think it's Violet Cat Shop on Instagram and Etsy. She did ateez decals, and I literally am so excited to put it on the front of my ateez folder. Also, I'm gonna get some others for my other groups, like Twice and I think Red Velvet. Episode 1. And then a change I decided to make is put the group here, and then because I'm covering the backs I can't see them, I'm gonna use the code card to put like this on the back. So then it also says like the episode and stuff. And they're like really adorable. Like that. Like, how cute is that? And I've just got those for each episode. There's 2 for episode 3 because the MMT cards. It would look odd if I didn't do it for MMT as well. Episode 2. Now, recent events in K-pop, I'm just going to mention it briefly because I don't know how many people are still subscribed from a while ago, is that I did collect Woojin from Stray Kids, and I stopped collecting him just because of the amount that Stray Kids released, and then I got into ateez and stuff like that, but I'm still so genuinely heartbroken that he's not in Stray Kids anymore. Like, I was on vacation this weekend for a dance competition, Soju's Soul Train, with my dance crew. And no, I saw the news and I was like, it really hit home. I was really quite upset about it. And now I'm a bit unsure what to do with all of my Woojin cards because I did finish his set. I don't want to sell them for a high price because I don't agree with doing that and benefiting off his departure. It's just something I'm totally not okay with. But then I'm like, I should keep them. But then I'm also like, there are a lot of Woojin collectors out there that cannot now finish his set. Because they can't continue to use his photocards and stuff like that. It's just going to be like, a whole thing's going to be tough. So I kind of want to help people out like that, maybe. But I'm still really unsure. And I do have my suspicions that it wasn't maybe his choice to leave, but I'm not going to perpetuate any rumours, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. It's just very sudden. Very sudden. Moving on to episode 3. This is Illusion Normal Vision. I'm really happy to have finished all the way up to episode 3. Because it's really taken some pressure off, and now I can take it just a little slower with episode Finn and the anniversary edition. Because I'm hoping that when they're on their world tour, they're not going to release anything new. so I can sort of slowly collect all of those ready for the next comeback. That's what I did with the MMT PC photo cards. For episode 3 I took it a little bit slower, but I do want to finish it soon. And also Wonho and Hwal I'm quite upset about. I didn't stand Monster X per se, but one of my best friends is a massive fan of Monster X, which meant, you know, naturally I would listen to them when I was with her, which was a lot. She played them quite a lot, so it's quite saddening what's happening. But I do hope that the petition and this fan outcry will maybe change his decision. I mean, I know now that they've terminated his contract, but it might get better. Hang in there, mon bébé. And I guess Hwal, I'm not as sad about. I didn't stand the boys at all, but again, one of my friends did, so I naturally listened to them with her. And he was her bias, so she's really quite upset about that, so I've heard a lot about it over the past week. Any member leaving any group is really sad if it's just, you know, them leaving. You know, except for Sungri's case, no one's sad about that. It's really sad, you know, these people's careers ending, whether they sort of chose for it or not. The end of an era is always kind of sad. The wave cards are like some of my favourite cards ever. They're so nice. I really like the MMT cards in general. Just K-pop is getting a bit messy at the moment, with Jongho being hurt and Mingi being on hiatus. You know, it's really quite a sad time. But I'm also really excited for the tour. I know some people are concerned, me as well, are concerned that they're not resting. But ateez, they've said before that they like to work and that they'll rest when they need to. So I trust them to, you know what their limits are. Wait, no, I'll put a wave one in the illusion. Also, I'm very excited to see them in tour again, if I can get tickets. I'm sort of aiming for the VIP tickets. My dad said he'd get them for me for a Christmas present, so I'm really excited for them to be released. There's 2 in there. Oh, I'm a mess. And the light stick as well, I'm really excited to see what it looks like. I think a lot of people are speculating that it looks, you know, it's got the logo. There's like those one specific design that had that specific logo that's in the Wonderland music video. So I'm legit, I've never bought like a real light stick before. Like I've got the fan lights from the ateez concert and also the 101 fan light. So I'm really excited for ateez to be my first ever light stick. ateez to my first ever concert, it's fitting that they do their first ever light stick. They're also the first ever group I've collected full group promotions for photocards. ateez are just, you know, my children. Also the Hongjun Wave MMT, he's on his way. He's been on his way for a while, but he's on his way. Sure do hope he's on his way. Okay, so that's all the photo cards back in their original places. Moving on to episode Fin, I have a few cards. I have this Yosang which I pulled. I don't have any of these yet. The Jongho's on his way. I've done quite well with the Z version. I've also got both Mingi A and Z on his way. I forgot to write that down. So I'm doing quite well on this one. And then I have this Jongho MMT that I traded for. I didn't know it was an MMT when I traded for it, but when it arrived it didn't. And I looked at my wish list and I was like, oh, it's an MMT one. I was quite happy to see that. So now I finished his MMT cards. And then this is the anniversary edition. I haven't got it yet. My group order manager is at uni and then she gets her group orders delivered to home. So it just takes a little bit longer, which I don't mind. So I'm waiting for that. And so this is where it changes quite a lot. I was going to collect top 3 for non-album, but then I was like, at the rate at which they release things, I'd rather be able to get all of one rather than more. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I'm going to collect my child Jongho, of which I have a Polaroid for. Actually, I don't think I've shown it in a while. I didn't show it in my photocard collection, so I'm going to show it now. This is my Jongho Polaroid that I keep in this little frame. I pulled it from an episode 3 album. So I'm very, very excited. I'm excited. This is like my prized possession. I literally love it beyond I love anything else. That just sits on my photocard shelf. So I've made a few of these little like things for his non-album stuff now. They did Japanese cards for episode Finn, but with how expensive they are, I'm just gonna get Jongho's. And also they've got a Tower Records card, which I'm also gonna try and get. And then these are the Japan postcards. I've got Jongho's, this one, and then this group. And then these ones are all up for trade or for sale. I'm happy to let these go for a little bit cheaper because they're just, you know, photos. And you did get 3 in a pack, so they shouldn't be overpriced, in my opinion. But I just need Jongho's other one, and then I'm happy to let these go for like £4 or £5, maybe less. You can also trade them for like other things. So just hit me up on my Instagram if you'd like one of those. I think this Hongjun one's currently in a trade, so he's unavailable actually, sorry. So I just have this Jongho one and the group one. I'm gonna keep the group one because I haven't got any of the other group ones. I also collect Jongho, so it's nice to see them all. Is that right? Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot. And then I have these 2 on their way from a group order. And then I just need this one. And so these sadly will be up for sale. Maybe not this one because I've never seen a more beautiful card in my entire life. So these 2 and this one are all for sale. I'm not going to overprice them. Again, I don't agree with it. So just, you know, again, hit me up on those. I think I'll probably sell these for $15 because that's what I bought them for. And then the Keikon ones will be slightly more because they were quite expensive when I bought them. Maybe $20, $25, but definitely not much more than that. So these are for sale. And that's it, I think, for this. Very happy. It looks amazing. I'm really happy with how this looks. Also the pages turn a lot nicer, now it's thicker and they don't fall out. Can't wait for all these to be full. Oh, I love ateez, but thank you for watching.